Hello, everybody. My name is Nathan Capizzello, and I hope people get to see this. I don't really post stuff on Facebook, on YouTube much, but after the events, I felt as if I wanted to say something. I'm a diehard Panthers fan. I show you. I have a Panthers tattoo. I'm a diehard Panthers fan. Today, and I'm talking about the Deshaun Watson. I have never felt more down, I guess disappointed, just because of why he said no. Think about this. The Panthers had the best to offer, the best to surround him with, and he still said no. We pursued him for over a year, stayed loyal to him, would have given him anything. Tepper would have given him anything. Literally, would have let him name the next coach. You name it, he would have done it. And Deshaun still said no. Why? And this is the tough part as a Panthers fan. But this is the hard truth. And this is what they created. And that's the point of this video. As a diehard Panthers fan who's been to plenty of games live, watch them every week. Support them, everything. Buy their merchandise. Since I was a kid. 28 now, since I was a little kid. My dad bought me a Panthers jacket when they came into the league. 1996. Or whatever, 95. They didn't deserve Deshaun Watson. And I say that as a Panthers fan. And you, sitting at home as a Panthers fan, need to admit the fact we didn't deserve Deshaun Watson. He said no to us, and we had the best to offer him. And he said no. Why? Culture. He doesn't trust our organization. He basically said, you know what? Take your talent, take your money, take everything, take your control, and shove it right up your ass. Because guess what? It's not all about football, unfortunately. And that's what the Panthers don't get. It's about reputation, respect, stability, stuff that the Panthers are missing. Now, I cannot. They did this to themselves because of this. So let's talk about the decisions they made that prevented this day from happening, even though this day needed to happen. Unfortunately, it was a bad outcome, and we got rejected, and we were hurt. But all of us fans knew deep down, if you're a true Panther fan, you knew deep down that this team was not doing well. This team was a mess. This team was not stable. This team did not have a stable coach. You knew deep down that it was going to be tough, especially when we see the Saints and I saw the Falcons and I see their stadiums fucking packed every week and they're giving away buy one, get one free tickets to the Panther games, which pissed me off because I live in Pennsylvania and I wish I'd go down and I'd go to every fucking game if I could, look. So let's talk about the decisions that got them to that point today of being rejected and why. Number one, last year they were rejected. They said no. So what they did was they went out and made it worse. They went out and drafted Sam Darnold. They went out and traded Sam Darnold. I don't blame them for giving him a chance. Worked out terribly. Again, it's really, I understand why they did it because they thought that maybe they could turn his career around. But that didn't do it. The trade that really fucking bothers me is that C.J. Henderson, third round pick. I don't understand that. This guy barely saw the field. The Stephon Gilmore trade in the beginning of the year. This team is so in over their head and it's embarrassing. Nobody wants to play for Matt Rule. If I'm Tepper, I'm firing Rule today. It's over. This is it. We need, like I said, everybody. I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm not gonna make this long because y'all don't want to hear it. But and maybe you'll do. Maybe you agree with me. And if you don't agree with me, say something in the comments. Or if you do agree with me, say something in the comments. But yeah, they didn't deserve to get Deshaun Watson. This team didn't deserve to get Deshaun Watson. This is what would have happened. And I can tell you all this right now. Yes, the high of getting Deshaun Watson today on March 17th, 2022 would have been great. You would have went up to your room. You would have done anything. You would have fucking did jumping jacks. You would have been out on the street celebrating. But in 3 or 4 years, when he's asking to be traded, because this organization is a fucking mess. Because this organization is a fucking mess right now. But it got covered up because he chose us. And now he's looking to be traded. And now we had no Super Bowl. And now we had no first-round picks. And now we're in the same situation that Houston's in. There is no way this would have worked with this regime. It just wouldn't have worked. If it wouldn't have happened today, by some miracle, if Watson would have chose the Panthers and we would have signed him and they would have had the parade and everything, 2 years later, Panthers, all of a sudden, they don't want to rule now. It's it's disappointing, you know? So, that's it. So now that that's done, now that Deshaun's gone, Tepper, I'm talking to you. Be patient. Don't go out and trade for Baker Mayfield. I'd rather go out there with Darnold because I want to lose. I don't want another 7-win season. No. We got Stroud coming out next year. We got Bryce Young coming out next year. 2 stud quarterbacks. We're going to have to take one, fellas, this year. This year's going to suck. Saints got Deshaun and Bucks got Watson or whoever, the Falcons or whatever. And honestly, I love my team. I love the Panthers. I'm still going. So I still watch every game and everything happens for a reason, you know. This is going to hurt, but but I'm not angry. I think all Panther fans need to be honest and need to understand that we are not where free agents want to go. Our organization, I don't think it's ever been at a lower point than it is today. Based on, no elite talent wants to come here. They've enraged the fans. I mean, the fans are pissed. I mean, I think Tepper's going to give in to the fans. I think Tepper's going to draft Willis. Kind of reminds him of Watson a little bit. Go out there with Darnold, let Willis stay behind, and we'll see what happens. But, yeah, like I said, everybody, for the Panther fans out there, the true blue Panther fans right now, that you know that we didn't deserve him. You know that we were not the right fit. And you know that it would not have worked. This had to happen, guys. This day had to happen in order to expose what we are. One day we're going to thank Deshaun Watson for exposing that team for what we are, because he basically said, fuck you. No. And we had the best to offer. Imagine that. They are taking less to go there rather than come here. What does that say? You know, Panthers, you got to think, we have a lot of disadvantages. We have a lot of advantages, but we have a lot of disadvantages. We're not a big free agent market. Just not. The fans that are Panther fans are loyal as hell, because there ain't many of us out there. I mean, there really aren't. But you know, we can't let this get us down. But I don't expect a good year next year. I don't see how. Maybe Tepper will go crazy and call up fucking Arizona or somewhere and offer some crazy deal for a starting quarterback. But the Panthers need to just chill back. We're going to have to eat this and take it and really evaluate. And we got knocked down a peg, but in order for us to truly grow and change, this had to happen. You know, I think we need a whole new revamp after this. This proves that, I mean, he speaks to other players in the league. I mean, you're telling me he didn't speak to other Carolina Panthers, what they did to, you know what I mean? Like, they do that shit, and they're not looked at. Like he honestly said they can't compete yet. He doesn't want to be involved in a rebuild. He's going to go to the Saints tonight. Saints got Kamara, they got Thomas. They can win right now. They got a good defense. They can win right now. That's where I think he's going to go. And he is going there. He will choose there. Why? Because of the stability of the winning culture. He just trusts it better. He trusts them. He trusts the organization. Yeah, everybody, you know. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, tell me. I mean, share in the comments. What are you feeling right now? Happy, mad, sad, depressed, relieved? A lot of people are relieved right now. You know? So, yeah. It continues. So you can look at it either way. You know? So we will find out. But, yeah, the Panthers didn't deserve Watson. Just think, if we would have gotten Watson, all we were doing was prolonging the badness. All what was going to happen was Rule was going to suck this year, and he was going to be fired. You know, and they would have brought a new guy in. Deshaun doesn't want to deal with that. I won't sit here. I'm not going to sit here and say he went there. No, he went there because of what we did. He went there because they can trust them. He doesn't trust us. We haven't proven ourselves as an organization yet. So shout out everybody out there. Just keep your head up. Like I said, I think we're gonna be okay. Just gotta let it keep riding out. You know, you gotta stick with it, fellas. I mean, you know, it just wasn't meant to be. You know, can't blame Deshaun. How can you blame him? Would you want to be part of that mess? Sad. It's just a disappointing day as a Panther fan. But I'll tell you this, I love him. I love him to death. First thing I did was defend the Panthers right away. I didn't say fuck the Panthers. Like, no. Like, I want to hurt you now. Like, I mean, I hope they kick their ass. I mean, obviously, he needs something this offseason. I'd say go after Willis. Try to trade back. Go after Willis at 6 or at 8 or 10. Get Willis. Run with him. All right, everybody. That's it. My name is Nathan Capizzello, by the way. I'm thinking about doing, for those of you who did stick with me for the 60, whatever, how many minutes it is, more content is coming. Obviously, the setup, I plan on getting a mic and stuff. This was just kind of like a thing. But my name's Nate. I love tattoos. I love the Carolina Panthers. I love wrestling. Those are my 3 things, you know. Yeah, I plan on doing Panthers podcast this year as long as it's a wrestling podcast. So yeah, look for more content, and like I said, we're gonna be okay. Remember, we're Panther fans, and we will get through this one day. And hey, I remember the day we lost Super Bowl 50. I remember the day when John Casey kicked the ball out of bounds. Yeah. We got through that. We're going to be okay. All right. Peace, guys.